Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, and today I'd like to share with you a new bracelet design. I took apart an old one, added a few new charms, and this is what I've come up with. So let's take a closer look at this bracelet. This bracelet is just using the standard barrel clasp. One thing I've noticed is that Pandora does a lot of special barrel clasps now, and they haven't done anything too much in the ocean theme. For example, let's take a look at the latest catalog for 2023. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of bracelet clasps that have different themes. You've got the star, the butterfly, the heart. And if I turn the page here, and then of course you've got the standard barrel clasp, the round. And then if we keep flipping through, a little bit more detailed. Is this one actually still available, the daisy flower? I haven't seen that one in quite a while. And then the blue disc. And then turning the page one more time. This is what I was thinking would be really special if Pandora did. And that's this clasp here, the seashell clasp. If they put that on like a regular Moments bracelet, that would be so pretty for summer designs. So coming back to this bracelet, let me just open it up and I'll share with you the charms that I have on here. My favorite clasp opener is this one. That's the flower clasp, and Pandora's long retired this, but it's thin enough compared to the heart-shaped one that Pandora has now. That one is so wide, I always feel like I'm damaging the bracelet using it, whereas this one is nice and thin, just like a fingernail. And so let's open this up. So we'll start right at the end here, and this is an open work charm. I do like to use the open work charms to cover up the threads at the end of the bracelet. If you use a threaded charm, it tends to get stuck. This was a beaded open work in Pandora Rose. I think they did it in silver and Pandora Rose. It was released in 2020 for $45, so it's one of the more affordable options for Pandora Rose, and it's really nice because it's such a simple design. It can go with so many themes. This next charm here was in the summer sale for 30% off. This is the very first year that I remember the summer sale having 30% off and 50% off. I don't know if that means that the 30% off charms are retired. This one is called the Openwork Starfish. It was initially released in 2020 as well for $40, and then it got a price bump to $45. So at 30% off, it's still quite a reasonable charm for all of this detail. So much detail on this charm. And it's just gonna age well and get even better once all those little nooks and crannies oxidizes. So funny thing is I did a search on Pandora's online e-store, and this charm is not available at all. So that makes me think it is retired and that Pandora thought it would sell out at 30% versus the 50%. This charm here was released in 2021 and it is retired as well. It's the Shimmering Ocean Waves and Fish charm. And I can't remember if it was retired 2 years ago or last summer. I had a heck of a time finding a second one. I bought one in store and then I regretted not getting a match to it because this enamel is so pretty but tricky to balance on a bracelet. You can see the little shimmering waves underneath the enamel, and then you do have some fish. As you can see, there's one right underneath there, and then this one is above the water, and you've got that nice little orange tone to it and a CZ eye. And then on the side detail, you have more little starfish and different seashell details. Such a pretty charm this one is. This next one I purchased pre-loved, and it's my Diva sunglasses. And of course, summertime, you definitely need those. And then we come to the clips that I used. These ones I believe were in last year's summer sale, and it's the polished ribbons clip in Pandora Rose, and the silver version of this clip is still available. And it's just kind of a plain clip with little ribbons running around, and you know, it's nice to have some of these simpler clips because it makes the rest of the charm stand out. And then another dangle that I have here is the lighthouse. So this is Pandora's original lighthouse. What I really like about this one is the bail is kind of like a rope design going around. It's not that standard CZ bail. Same with the Diva sunglasses. They've got a little bit of a beaded detail with the CZ, and I appreciate that. I really like having different options of bails used on the dangles. And for the longest time, I thought that this lighthouse had striped white and red enamel, but it only has the red and that silver in between. And it's got a definite front and back with the door there, and then the back just has the stripes going around. I think I saw a sneak peek that there will be another lighthouse released, and it looks like it's gonna have a glow in the dark feature, which will be really cool. This next charm is such a pretty shade of CZs used. I believe they call this the Frosty Mint, and it is so pretty. It's the Oceanic Starfish. I think it was just recently retired. You've got that silver starfish amongst all these different shapes of CZs that are in the same shade. And then they used little bubbles of silver among the CZs. And this charm, I think, is a little bit underappreciated just for how beautiful it actually is. I never realized how pretty it was until I received mine pre-loved. I think I bought this one through Poshmark. And when I saw it, I was really blown away by how gorgeous it is, because the catalog pictures does not do this one justice. And just to give you a sense of how it looks in the catalog, this is the picture, so it does not do it justice. The next dangle is the Sparkling Starfish in Pandora Rose, and that shade of turquoise is perfect. It looks so nice contrasting against the Pandora Rose. And then they outlined a little bit of clear CZs as well, so it just gives it a little bit more texture. And then the back of this dangle is quite plain, but you can see that they snuck in a little heart right in the center. And then the Murano on this one, this is the iridescent white glass Murano. They're all a little bit different, and I wasn't gonna purchase another one in the 50% off sale, but when I saw this one in store, I was just really struck at those shards of green, kind of going horizontal like that. I just thought that was absolutely beautiful, because typically the other ones that I have like a little bit more speckled, but this one, it just had those lines going across, and I thought that was so beautiful the way it catches the light. This next charm is a new release, and it's the Cloud and Swallow charm. So you do have some birds on this one. You've got the one bird on one side, and then the cloud is outlined in CZs and a little bit of dots, raised dots as well. And then you've got three little dangling raindrops with CZs. And then the back of this charm is still as pretty, and you've got two birds instead of one larger one. You still have the raindrops, and there is an inscription on this that says, "Let your dreams be your wings." This next charm is the Lucky Carp, and you've got that red enamel with some white enamel on the sides, and there is a little heart as well. And that Lucky Carp is grasping onto a gold coin. And I just love fish, right? So anything that's fish, I'm all over it. So the Lucky Carp made it on this bracelet, and I thought it would be a nice balance to have the pop of red with the lighthouse balance with the Lucky Carp. And then moving along, here is one of my new charms that I just recently purchased in the summer sale. This is the sailboat dangle, and I really appreciate the details on this charm. You've got the little waves against the bottom of the sailboat, and you've got, of course, in the center here, let's see if I can get the detail to show for you, but you can see there. Can you see that? The ship wheel inside. Isn't that well done? Just those little extras. And then the bail on this one is a nice match to the bail, I think, on the lighthouse. Actually, they look very identical, don't they? And then here is my second of this shimmering ocean waves and fish. Oops, I think it's backwards actually, but that's okay. I put it on this way because I wanted the thicker rose to go on this side versus the other. So the little fish looks a little backwards, and that's okay. So this one I purchased at a second time, and I found it at Golden Memories. And when I received it, I was a little bit disappointed because the enamel is quite different and lighter than this one. So Pandora's enamel is all a little bit different. You're never going to get an exact match unless you buy them together and handpick and store, or you get lucky online, but I wasn't that lucky with this one. So initially what I wanted to do was to put these two charms close together with this dangle in the middle, but it just bugs me seeing that side by side how different the enamel is. But when I space them out on a bracelet like this and when you're wearing it, you don't notice it as much. So that's how I decided to design with it now. And then here is the second of this charm that I purchased in the summer sale. So happy that I did get two of these. Such a beautiful open work. And then at the very end, I just have the clip with the CZ heart. And I have to put a clip at the end because without it, you see how the clip stops the charms from sliding off of these threads. But this open work would just slide right off, and so would this one. So this is the bracelet design that I've come up with, and it's mostly, you know, that turquoise blue, little pops of red, a little shades of blue in the center. And then I've got the one Murano only, and I think it's so pretty how it just shines like that right in the center of the bracelet. So let me try this on for you so you can see how it looks on my wrist. So this is a bit of an awkward angle, but you can see how the bracelet looks on my wrist. This is a new bracelet, so it's a little bit stiffer, so hopefully it will relax soon. But I'm really enjoying it. I really like the pop of red with that turquoise and then this Murano right in the center. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this new bracelet design. And I will be doing another video soon showing you all of my summer bracelets. Thanks again for watching. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.